Well, today and every Monday here on KPXJ, we're understanding the law and getting your legal questions answered by the experts. Now, we want to mention before we start, Understanding the Law is sponsored by Rice & Kindig and is for informational purposes only. It does not constitute legal advice, and no attorney-client relationship is formed by watching or participating in our segment. So please consult with an attorney for specific legal advice. All right, got the bookkeeping out of the way. Bill Kindig here with us again from Rice & Kindig Injury Lawyers. April, as we've been talking, is Distracted Driving Awareness Month, and we were just talking off camera. You got a ton of stories when it comes to this.
You know, unfortunately, every case we handle is as the result of a distracted driver. They can be great distractions. My three grandsons, Liam, Niall, and Carson are visiting. Before we get in the car, I make sure they're buckled up so they won't have to fiddle with that while we're going, and no loud noises. But we did have a case where after a head-on collision, very serious collision, the man said he was looking for his pickle. He had gotten one of those pickles from the convenience store, and it fell out of the package on the floor. Now I got to tell you, at that point, I'm no longer interested in the pickle. I'm going to pay attention to my driving. He apparently didn't. As a result, very, very serious head-on collision and damages. So even though we joke about the fact that it was a pickle, you have to remember it can be anything inside that car that takes you off task from driving that could change someone else's life catastrophically forevermore. So it's that important. I'm glad they devoted a whole month to it because you think about the distractions that we have in the car, and they can be anything from the radio to my wonderful grandkids. As wonderful as they are, we have rules when we start driving a car so that they are not distractions.
And you know, like you said, we joke about something like the pickle or that text message that you feel maybe in the moment you have to send. Few things are that important to take you away from that task, and if they are, then just pull over.
Yeah, it can wait. Trust me, it can wait. And if it can't, then pull over in a safe area. Be very careful. We've also had a number of collisions that occur when somebody thinks they're safely off the side of the road because they're on the shoulder. Pull off into a parking lot. Get off the road because remember, there are drivers that are going to come down and they're not thinking about cars on the shoulder. They're thinking about cars ahead of them. So there's so many things that can distract us and take us off task. It is such an important task. We need to give our best and fullest attention to it.
And as you kind of mentioned, the quickest mistake can really change not only your lives, but the lives of others as well.
And we see it every day with the people who come to us who've been injured through no fault of their own by a distracted driver. And the stories, as many funny stories as I have to tell, I have tragic stories to tell that are very difficult to deal with personally and professionally. And we try to find solutions for people when they find themselves in that situation.
Well, certainly an important month and as you said, an important task. And we do thank you for taking some time out here to chat with us on this Monday, man.
Well, thanks. Hi, boys.
There you go. Let's go to Brian now.